Hello everyone. Today, I'll share with you the secrets behind one of the world's most famous waves, Hokusai's The Great Wave off Kanagawa. Who do you think is the main character in this painting? Many people would point to this fierce great wave. The wave crest like claws, attacking as if it were a living creature. A wave like nature's mightiest monster. An overwhelming force that looks ready to swallow even the legendary Mount Fuji. Or perhaps it's Mount Fuji, standing quietly there. Despite its modest position in the distant background, it emphasizes dignity and permanence. An unwavering presence that contrasts with the wave's ferocity. A masterful tension created by this contrast between motion and stillness. But actually, there's another protagonist that tends to be overlooked. Three boats swaying between the waves. At first glance, they appear helpless before the great wave. You wouldn't think they could survive from that position, would you? But in fact, these boats are the hidden protagonists. These boats are called Ukiyo-E. They were the special delivery service of the Edo period. They transported fish caught in Sagami Bay and off the Boso Peninsula to the fish market at Nihonbashi. Japanese people have eaten fish raw since ancient times. Freshness is everything in fish. They had to reach Edo as quickly as possible so the fish could be eaten as sashimi. That's where the Ukiyo-E comes in. These express boats could cover in just 10 hours, day and night, what would take 3 days by land. They were truly the bullet trains of the Edo period. The secret to their speed was first in their shape. A streamlined, pointed design that minimized water resistance. The high bow was an innovation for navigating large waves. Here we see Edo craftsmanship at its finest. They attached straw mats to the sides to protect the boats from violent waves. And the greatest secret was the 8 rowers. Continuously rowing with their oars, they were literally human engines. The oars used on these boats were the same as those used on naval vessels. When rowing, they generated both buoyancy and propulsion like a screw, enabling high-speed movement. Oops, I see 2 heads a little further away from the engines. The boat in front of us also has 2 heads. These bald heads actually hide an important meaning. They were actually another secret to maintaining speed. Rowing in big waves was incredibly hard labor. Sometimes the boat's edges would get scorched from friction. That's where these relief workers come in. Even the Edo period had shift work. After the middle of the Edo period, boats using oars became less common. This was because sail technology had developed. However, sails were at the mercy of the wind and were especially useless on stormy days. But push boats could keep moving with just the strength of men's arms, even without sails. This was the true spirit of fishermen. Once they set out, these speedboats would continue forward regardless of big waves or headwinds. Why on earth would they risk their lives by sailing on such a stormy day? There was another hidden reason why they competed so fiercely to push through such rough waves. On this day, Fuji is still capped with white snow. Perhaps it's the end of spring. Maybe it's the 4th month of the old calendar, early May in modern terms. Could it be? It might be the season of the first Benito. If so, the men's determination takes on new meaning. Why? Edo people were absolutely crazy about the first Benito of the season. Risking one's life for the first Benito. That was the Edo way. While one fish could fetch 3 to 4 ryo, a high price, the value could drop to normal levels the very next day. Hatsumano, first things, refers to fish or vegetables harvested for the first time in that season. So why were first catches so expensive? Japanese people have long believed that first things contain the energy of youth, and in the Edo period, among all first things, the first Benito was especially popular because it was believed to grant longevity. So being first was everything. In other words, these boats are in the midst of a life or death race to deliver the first Benito to Edo. Their fighting spirit burned as hot as the raging waves they faced. Hokusai packed this dramatic story into a single image. It's not just a landscape, it's a story of human passion colliding with natural forces. Thus, the Great Wave off Kanagawa became an immortal masterpiece that transcends art, continuing to tell the story of an era and its people's spirit.